Greetings, everybody. Oracle Empress Nikki here to do a general overall reading. Teach came out. Wow, it was a fling. These cards just want to jump out before I even finish shuffling. I feel like this is going to be past, present, and future energy today, but we'll see. Let me cut Capricorn at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what else we get. Teach. It was a fling. All right. Thank you. All right. What else do we need to know from these cards? Do we need to know anything else, please and thank you? You are on the right path. Let's maybe get 3 more. Evil eye. So somebody may be sending you the evil eye, but you are stable, and it could be an Aries, or you could be an Aries. And Leo is at the bottom. The bottom. All right. We're going to read some Hoodoo Tarot today. At the bottom of the deck is Miss Robinson, which is the devil. Which can mean jail, incarceration, bondage. Let me fix this. I keep saying, you don't need to see me. Mrs. Robinson could also represent somebody who feels stuck. Just whatever that devil energy is. Addictions, all that kind of stuff. Secrets, you know. But not good secrets. Like not, I told you a secret and I don't want you to tell anybody type of secret. I did something behind your back and I don't want you to find out type of secret. It could be lust or infatuation, self-destruction, whether it's abusing alcohol, drugs, or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to take all of those. Gullah Jack also showed up. I mean, he didn't come out, but those cards, these cards were on top of this one. And then all these kind of flipped over, but we're not going to take all of those. And you have that 4 coins at the bottom, which is also the 4 of Pentacles. But it didn't come out. So what do we have? We have the Father of Sticks. Ooh, excuse me. Which is the King of Wands. In the reverse. So, King of Wands in the reverse, you know, is somebody who's immature. Who's not spiritual. Who's not exhibiting strength. You also have the Ace of Coins in the reverse. Aces are usually new beginnings, so again, this is pretty much the opposite of that. Lack. This is lack. And then you have the 4 of Baskets. Still shows a figure with their arms crossed, and there are 4 baskets in the picture, and the person just stubbornly doesn't want to choose one. So it basically is representing an unstable So now this card is saying somebody's stable, but these cards are basically saying that somebody's unstable, financially unstable, um, and immature. Okay, what else do we need to know? So maybe you moved away from somebody who was emotionally unstable and or financially unstable and immature. Whether it be relatives, friends, co-workers. Two of Sticks came out in the reverse. You know, Two of Sticks is usually Two of Wands. And twos are all about choices. And again, Sticks, Wands being spirituality. Could be Aries. And we have the Aries here. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Yeah, somebody who's not being creative. They're not making the right choices here. Because twos are about choices as well. Waiting for something. Like, we're trying to figure out which one or which direction to go in. Like, you know, these are life choices that we have to make. Then you have the Ten of Sticks. And then this one, instead of carrying the sticks in front of them, she's carrying the sticks on her back. And you know, tens represent completion and enjoying your accomplishments, but this is in the reverse. Then you have the Eight of Baskets. Eights are all about progress, motivation, moving forward, or forward movement. And then we have Miss Ida out here in the reverse. And Miss Ida is the High Priestess, which is that Moon Cancer energy. So, not using your intuition, not being spiritual, perhaps meditating and keeping, again, more negative secrets, you know. Maybe even doing something, you know, in the quote-unquote dark when the moon is out. And then you have the Three of Sticks here. This is a very interesting card. Because this cloud almost looks like, this is like a storm cloud. It almost looks like an afro, like a woman with an afro with a dress made of leaves. Wow. But yeah, again, threes are about creativity and growth. So your finances are going to improve, and you may be traveling soon. Because she is, well, I'm saying she, but it does look like a woman, like, headed on a journey. I'm looking at this card because that's what it looks like, but I'm not sure if that's what it is. Yes, it is. I had to grab the book. It's a root worker. It says a root worker is standing at the peak of Mount Chiaha the highest natural point in Alabama. It's a man, okay? He wears a cape of kudzu leaves for protection against any maleficent or malefic spirits as he contemplates. So, yeah, I feel like somebody was doing something in the dark, um, by the light of the moon, perhaps sending an evil eye, even if it was just that, or sending some type of curse. And but you're overcoming that and becoming a leader. Um, and you can see the big picture. And so this is not affecting you or bothering you anymore. If it was affecting you, it's not affecting you anymore. Um, this Eight of Baskets too is saying, see how he's walking away? It's like he's leaving something behind and walking towards something, becoming more independent and leaving the past behind. Um, Elevating to a higher spiritual level. Could even mean somebody who's relocating, going on a retreat, uh, leaving behind the things, people, places, or things that you've outgrown. Because sometimes we outgrow people or things. And, you're going to seek truth and clarity. With this Ten of Sticks in reverse, okay. I feel like all these cards were the past. This is your present. Maybe both of these are your present, and this is your future. Because I did say, I feel like this is going to be a past, present, and future. So in the past, I feel like, and all of these are in the reverse. So I feel like all these cards represent you or the energy that you were in. This is the energy that you're in right now in the present moment, and what somebody else is or was trying to do. Something in the dark. And this is your future energy. Yeah. Because here you were definitely feeling stressed and burdened. Like you were overworking, had too many responsibilities. It was hard for you to say no to people. You had some cruel supervisors. You were experiencing some hard times. Finding it hard to make ends meet. Maybe even a workaholic. Um, yeah. Exploitive labor practices, perhaps. You had a lot going on. There were a lot of people around you and a lot going on within your own mind as well. Um, maybe you felt like you were stuck with that Two of Sticks in the reverse. You felt tortured. You were afraid to change or do anything different. And you may have been in situations where all of a sudden things change and maybe you were removed or replaced or deported, um, kept waiting for a long time. Maybe some plans of yours got canceled or something that you really wanted to do um, ended up being canceled. And then with the Four of Baskets, You probably were tired and kept thinking about all the different regrets. You felt misunderstood, frustrated. You didn't want anybody to help you because you probably couldn't trust anybody. You probably had some pity parties going on, maybe some depression. You were probably a little cynical. You had some self absorbed people around you. So you pretty much withdrew and went in the corner and crossed your arms and didn't make a choice. Right? um, so, with that Ace of Coins in the reverse, you were hanging around people. So they say you'll be like your top 5 friends within 5 years. So you were hanging around people who weren't living up to their fullest potential. We'll say that. We don't want to slander anybody. Um, Maybe you made some bad investments. Maybe you were possessive or you had somebody possessive in your life. You didn't plan, you just kind of impulsively did things. Maybe you were greedy, selfish. Maybe you had to file for bankruptcy. Maybe you were materialistic and living above your means. And maybe you were a miser or had misers around you. So, with the Father of Sticks in the reverse, this is someone, again, immature, incompetent, impotent, reckless, cowardly. So if this wasn't your energy, this was the energy of the people around you. And now again, you're developing spiritually, right? You're growing, and you want better things for yourself. Um, you're realizing certain things now, even. What you thought was supposed to be is not necessarily how it's supposed to be. This card could also, because of that moon energy, it could also be encouraging you to trust your instincts, although it is in the reverse. Because everyone has a light and dark side. Um, you may need to consult with your mom or a mother figure. You may have a fear of the unknown or what things are in the dark, so to speak. But it's a matter of you trusting your intuition, going within, meditating, taking your spiritual baths, lighting your sage, making sure you have the windows or a door open, and ask any energies that do not serve a good purpose in your life to leave. Cleanse your body from the top of your head all the way down to the bottom of your feet, front and back. If you can't reach your back, get somebody to do it for you, or at least set the sage in an ashtray and stand in front of it and cleanse yourself. Whatever or however you need to do that. Yeah, and then with this three of sticks, it's time for you to explore and become the leader that you were meant to be. I think, though, if you don't see the bigger picture now, you're definitely starting to see that between this Eight of Baskets and this Three of Sticks. You're a visionary. Make some power moves. You're going to reap the rewards for your hard work, though. And you may receive some game-changing advice. So feel free and uninhibited. This expansion is coming. We have the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Don't be afraid. Go for it. And that doesn't mean you should be reckless. And if people think you're foolish, so be it. But sometimes you have to let go of those fears and insecurities and just go for it. Okay, what's the overall message? Why am I shuffling again? I meant, yeah. Oh, goodness. Oh, the Strength card is here. Yes, you need to have strength, right? That Leo energy. Be optimistic, be courageous, determined, energetic, proud, but not arrogant, please. Please leave the arrogance. Then we have the Son of Knives out here. And the Son of Knives is in the reverse. Yeah, don't be pushy or aggressive, two-faced, a gossip, a hustler. Don't take unnecessary risk, and don't spread rumors and drama. Please, just have integrity. Have integrity, please. Have some integrity. We also have the Five of Knives out here. You're making amends. Any conflict that you had going on is being resolved. And you're being vindicated. You're overcoming the challenges. Any treachery that happened is being exposed. But you're prepared for anything. But it's going to be the end of the attacks. You don't necessarily have to fight back, but just be prepared. And if you need to, confront the evil. But be willing to compromise if you need to. At the same time. At the same damn time. At the same damn time. Boy, oh boy. Then the Nine of Baskets came out in the reverse. Yeah, you may have been around some materialistic people, and that may have been influencing you to be materialistic, greedy, have a lack mindset. Again, fears and insecurities ruling your life as opposed to confidence. You were around somebody who's never satisfied, a gluttonous, a spoiled brat, so to speak. Feeling unfulfilled, maybe even narcissistic, smug, overindulgent. Their dreams were deferred, so they tried to defer yours. The person was shallow and hedonistic, right? Then you have the Eight of Knives out here. The Eight of Knives in the reverse, as a matter of fact. Feeling oppressed, self-hate, feeling stuck, more stuck energy, difficulty communicating with other people, being bound to the circumstances that you're in, feeling like you're in a box, fear of the unknown, self-limiting beliefs, suppressed history. So maybe you were pushing down some feelings that You need to allow yourself to feel. And if you need to cry, cry, or whatever that looks like, write it down. But you were holding back. Perhaps you were told boys don't cry or girls don't cry, or shut up that crying before I give you something to cry about, or I don't want to hear that crying, shut up, whatever. I understand that that does, take a toll on people, and it really messes you up mentally. And they say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But words can hurt, and they are much more long lasting, and they stay in your psyche, your subconscious mind. And you don't even realize sometimes how they're affecting you until you realize that they're affecting you. But you may have been around people with a negative vibe because that's who you thought you were supposed to be around. You thought that's how it was. Um, Even some masochistic people. Hopefully, this isn't your energy, but you could have taken on some of those traits just by the simple fact of being around those types of people, but not necessarily. And you may have known some of those traits were wrong, but again, this is how you think life is supposed to be. And I get it. In the name of a relative or in the name of friendship, sometimes we have tolerated things that, we would never do. And then it's like, oh, well, it's not guilt by association, but, if you don't accept the behavior, you shouldn't be around the behavior. And that's kind of how that is supposed to work. But that's not what we were taught to do, a lot of us. Um, Mother of coins, what most people do is just talk about that person behind their back, but that needs to stop if that's something that you were doing. This Mother of Coins talks about taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself. The plant for this card in the Hoodoo Tarot deck is jasmine and lavender, and you see that she has the lavender and the jasmine in the picture. And you see she has her eye mask on. She's laying back. She got the cat there. Just pampering yourself. Just relaxing. Um, Letting go of the stress and the strife. Right? If you love animals, play with your animals. Get in touch with nature. Be that caring person. Practical, resourceful. Have confidence in your body. I don't care what it looks like. What was that, Adele, when she did the Queens of Comedy? She said, if you got a belly, rub that motherfucker. Be proud of who you are and how you are. Be confident. Again, like the Leo. Invest in time and energy in yourself and your quality of life. Express how you feel and what you're thinking, and keep your word. Have integrity. I said that a few minutes ago. You should have integrity. Not just integrity with other people either. Integrity with yourself as well. Okay, and the Moon card is out here. And in the Hoodoo Tarot deck, it's Pa. That's Pa. And it's, of course, that Pisces energy. And remember I talked about the moon with Miss Ida. Because that's Cancer moon energy as well. Because remember, this Miss Ida is the High Priestess. There are certain things that are in the dark. You don't know everything, and you may never know everything. You may know a lot, but you may never know everything. But then certain things will, come to light. You don't really have proof that you were being deceived, but your intuition is telling you that something's just off. Like somebody that I call myself being cool with just gave me those single white female or black single female vibes. Like, what's really going on here? And I've had that happen to me before. Um, and I get it. You know, I've even had people say, oh, well, what would Nikki Brown do? Or what would Nikki Brown wear? Well, what would you do? What would you wear? How would you handle the situation? Why are you worried about what I would do to the point where you're trying to emulate that? I don't understand. I just do me. But maybe your energy is such that people want to, they feel like they can get what you have by doing what you do, but it doesn't work like that. Um, so you don't have proof, but again, you can pick up on those vibes. It's all about the energy. And some things may intentionally have been kept away from you, whether it's be by the people or by spirit, because sometimes we're not always meant to know everything that we know. Sometimes we have to go through the lesson and get to the other side of it. I know for me, with a certain living situation, I would have never moved into someone's house had I known what it was going to be like. But it wasn't meant for me to know prior to. It was meant for me to go through it, right? And then come out on the other side victorious. You know, a lot of valuable things are kept secret or kept hidden, and the moon energy is all about something being kept in the dark. And basically, people don't want to do the work for themselves. Again, a lot of people just want to copy somebody else, do what they're doing, and they think they're going to have what they have by doing that. But it just doesn't work like that. You have to put in the work. People have to put in their own work to get to their own north node, their own righteous self, their own higher self. And they think that by doing something that somebody else is doing is just delaying you from what you're supposed to do. Let's get a Native American card out here. All right, let's see. It's already been 30 minutes. It doesn't even seem like I've been on here for 30 minutes. My goodness. Okay, so we have 26, 30, 17, 29. Okay. The sacred tree is number 26. The cosmic tree is the axis of the world, uniting the visible world of earth with the invisible world of spirit. The shaman climbs its branches until he reaches the heavens or travels down the roots to the lower world, seeking answers and healing and guidance for his people. The tree is said to make the rain fall, plants grow, and females of all species, as well as the earth itself, fertile. The Omaha peoples would ritually cut down or trim the sacred tree and paints its trunk, altering red and black rings to symbolize heaven and earth, life and death, day and night, and all other polarities. Message: diligently seek solutions rather than avoiding them, and be willing to offer an exchange if necessary to get what you need. You don't push down and lie to yourself that, certain things that happen. You need to write them down and really feel the feelings that come up. Keywords: evolution, overcoming difficulty, painful but necessary initiation, and voluntary sacrifice. Okay, then we have number 30, smoke. Smudging ceremonies are ways, I said you should maybe burn some sage. Smudging ceremonies are ways to release medicine and certain herbs to obtain specific effects. Sage, sweetgrass, and cedar are often used for cleansing, healing, and shifting energies from negative to positive. Tobacco is used as an offering and honoring. Because the herbs come from the earth and smoke rises up, the ritual is a way to connect earth and heaven, ourselves, and spirit. The use of fire to release an herb's medicine is also symbolic of the idea of trial by fire, a way of eliminating the useless and releasing the useful. Message: before moving on, make sure your own motives are pure and your actions tempered with beneficial energy. Keywords: purification, transformation, overcoming negative behaviors, seeking directions, out with the old and in with the new. Time frame 6 to 12 months. I didn't read the time frame for number 26. Saturdays. Okay, number 17. The Great Wakantankan. Wakantanka. The Great Spirit Wakantanka. Miracle. Wakantanka is the Great Spirit of the Lakota, the intense and dangerous power of the Great Mystery, the subtle energy that permeates all beings. Every part of the cosmos, the sun, moon, sky, earth, wind, animals, plants, and humans, has its own spirit, but Wakantanka is the subtle energy in everything, the energy that makes everything alive. Wankan is sacred and part of all things, but not in equal measure or at all times. Some have more, some use it freely, some hold it tight. The eagle is a symbol of the Great Spirit which watches over the world. Eagle is the only creature able to fly from the visible to the invisible world and leads initiates through the mysteries of life and death and beyond. Message: you have access to power and wisdom beyond human understanding. Ask, wait, and listen. Keywords: miracle, divine will, faith, earthly manifestations of the sacred, messages and answers, time, winter. And last but not least, we have number 29, the feather. Communication. Feathers are an important part of Native American rituals. Feathers are tied to poles, which are placed in fields or mountain peaks and create a rustling noise, the voice of the gods. They represent prayer, both the active speaking aspect as well as the passive listening aspect. Feathers are also signs of respect and honor and are considered gifts from spirit. Receiving one, whether from your people as a sign of achievement or as a gift found along your path, brings with it responsibility. Feathers are to be treated as any other sacred symbol. Message: every stone, plant, animal, or situation you meet has a message for you. Listen. Keywords: communication, affirmative answers to a question, success, honor, respect, and power. Time: within a month. All right, good people. I hope that was helpful. And I will catch y'all next time. Later.